Hello everyone. Welcome to another Skydro with a Minipod. Today, we're starting the first in what will be a series that leads us to the end of the year now with these Minipods.
Maybe. Wait. I have an intro idea.
Oh, okay.
Pause the recording.
Keep it recording.
Recording. Okay, fine. Well, basically, I thought that maybe we could do maybe one of us says hey, you know, we don't introduce where we start a conversation, and it's okay. I'll just start. Okay, this is the okay. Just wait. Okay.
Shall we start the recording again?
Yeah. I'll just wait. I'll just start, and then you'll get what you'll get it. You'll get it when I start saying it. So I just begin.
Yep.
Hi. No.
Hi. Do I say anything? What are we doing?
Okay.
What a great start.
Okay, again. Keep that in. I hope you recorded that as that's going into the bloopers.
I did. We have to keep that in.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hi.
Do I say hi now?
No, yes, of course. Ow! I punched my glasses.
This is going really well.
Okay. Hey, Tim.
So, hey, shall I just continue with the?
Okay, I'll just let me do this. Okay, just talk with me. Think of this as a conversation. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
So, Ninjago, pretty cool, eh?
It exists for sure. I might have talked about it before. Who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, it had to begin somewhere, right?
Yeah, maybe it did. Did it? I think it began with the island. People say it's season 14. I think it's season 1.
Okay, that was not. Okay, so Ninjago had to begin somewhere, eh?
It began with the. Yeah, I wonder where Lego Ninjago began.
Yeah, pretty sure, but it wasn't a season though, wasn't it? It was something else. What is it? 4 episodes or 2? I don't remember.
Was it 2? It depends what country you live in.
Yeah. What was their name again?
Just the Pilot's Way of the Ninja.
The Pilot's Way of the Ninja. Indeed.
The King of Shadows.
The King of Shadow and the Way of the Ninja. And that is what we're talking about today. We are discussing the pilots. Welcome to our brand new series, talking about all the previous seasons of Ninjago's history for the 10th anniversary of the lovely show. We will be discussing now each week, every Wednesday each season, except perhaps Day of the Departed. But we'll have to wait to see that. I'm here with my co-host Tim, so let's begin discussing Ninjago's first attempt at marketing their toys, the pilots.
Because the show it's basically just a toy commercial.
Yeah.
It's a great toy commercial, but it's might be the best toy commercial I've ever watched, but I mean. Yeah, but where does this commercial start with the pilots? And so they're good, aren't they?
So what are your thoughts then on the pilots? Way of the Ninja.
They're good. It's good. Both of them are good. The first 2 or 4. I like the pilots. Okay, they're fun to watch. They're easy to watch. They're easily the best attempt a special Ninjago have done.
Yeah, exactly. As a
44-minute story.
Because it doesn't feel rushed at all. It feels very natural.
Yeah. Unlike Day of the Departed and the Iron... the Amulet. Oh, gosh. But yeah, I like the pilots. They're not perfect, but as, one small little, introduction to the world of Ninjago, they are really good at that, and they're really fun and easy to watch. The animation can be dated at times, but it's not too dated you can't watch it. It's still watchable.
Yeah, and looks
Yeah,
pretty
it
good
holds
for the
up
most part.
quite
Most
well.
scenes look pretty good.
hmm There are a few story elements which are kind of, like, they probably wouldn't do it nowadays. And then there's also Wu's accent changing in the last scene.
Oh yeah.
When he's all like, "Father would not want you to do this, brother," which doesn't age very well, does it?
Uh,
Oh gosh, but apart from minor things, they hold up really well. I
what
think.
would you rate them out of 10?
I think they're like a solid 8. I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would agree. I think they're an easily 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable, very fun,
they're
fun.
very enjoyable, very fun, but they're not much more than that.
Exactly.
Like,
But I think it does service very well as an introduction to this long-running show.
yeah, I like the fact that it's really I admire what the Hagemans did with it, to be honest, because all Lego really wanted from it was just do some shorts to advertise our new product, but they were like, they wanted to make it different, something special, something unique, so they did it as a full like TV special, which thank goodness they did, because it sparked my one personality trait, Lego Ninjago.
No, but I really do like it. They set up this really very interesting world and these very interesting characters that we will want to follow later. So it was really really great start for the show.
Yeah, I like the pilots. I always have a soft spot for the pilots.
Yeah, they are very.
I feel like
they are very nostalgic, I would say.
Yeah, I didn't watch them at the time, but I still feel like they're still very nostalgic to watch, because they really are from a different era, aren't they? Like
Ninjago is nothing like it
know.
was before. It's like very
No.
very different right now than it was back then.
But it's like it does feel like a natural evolution from the pilots to Seabound. Like, you could see how that could happen.
Yes. But I
And
think but I think the pilots feel more like a story-driven thing than like the later seasons
Yes.
feel like more, something to put on Disney XD, let's say.
Yeah, like it's like a. I do, yeah. The pilots are they're a lot of fun. They're very like quintessential Ninjago in a way. Like, you tick most of your Ninjago boxes with the pilots. You get the fun characters, the elemental power, the lore, the great villain. It really does like
Really cool designs.
lay the groundworks for the tone and the vibe of the show.
Also, the music was incredible in the pilot.
Yes, yeah.
Overture, what a great theme.
It's so good. I think that is probably the most consistent thing for Ninjago, to be honest. The soundtrack is almost always amazing.
I think only Hunted the one.
Yes, even that
Even then, theme is like very, very good.
with
The
Hunted,
theme
like,
is
it's
something
still
that's
obviously
just
Skybound as well. Just reuses themes apart from Nadakan, because of some rights issue. It's so good that, which is, yeah, I think Sog has amazing music. The March of the Oni suite is, it's something else. Because they released it on Spotify, the March of the Oni suite, as part of the 10th anniversary of Ninjago. I've been listening to that thing non-stop for the past few weeks. It's awesome. Yeah.
I need to listen to that.
Have you listened to the 10th anniversary song that they did? 10 for Ninjago. It's pretty average, to be honest. I'll send you a link after we finish recording.
Yeah, then I'll have to watch it. That sounds very interesting.
Like, sadly, we don't have a whip this year, though.
Oh yeah, for Seabound, which is really sad.
And
it's the 10th anniversary.
It's a season that deserves a whip as well.
Exactly, but no, we had
If
bubbles.
Prime
Oh,
Empire
very cool.
deserves to
Bubbles.
get a remix, then Seabound definitely does.
But bubbles.
And yeah, what are your thoughts on the pilots then?
My thoughts on the pilots. I would say they're pretty great at introducing Ninjago in their short runtime and introducing all the ninjas. Even though Kai gets most of the focus and he is the one with an arc, I still think Zane, gets introduced as the mysterious one, Cole as the strong one, Jay as the funny one. You know, everyone gets a nice introduction. Except I would say Mia, though she wasn't clearly meant to be a ninja at that point. She was just meant to be, the
Which is
damsel in distress. She was
yeah,
basically a plot device
I'm
for
so
Kai
happy.
to,
Yeah,
she was
she's no
basically
longer a plot device because season 1 does a lot for her character. I'd say with Samurai X and stuff.
Yeah, with the entire samurai.
Next
We'll
week,
talk about that next
Rise
week.
of the Snakes.
Yeah. So, So in conclusion, I would say 8 out of 10 easily. As there are, of course, the animation is a little bit dated at points, and Samukai, I don't know. I feel like he could have been done
Yeah.
a little bit better. Especially, they could have done a different voice as the voice.
And the end,
didn't fit him
he
at all, I would
it's
say.
quite annoying that he dies like so easily.
Exactly.
He just holds some
pops
weapons,
out of
which
existence.
conveniently make the Vortex Garmadon needs to go to the exact place he wanted. Isn't that fun for the plot?
Also,
He
Garmadon
did,
had 2 arms.
which is weird to think
Very
about,
weird.
But
I remember when a time where like Garmadon in the sets as well. No 4 arms. That was like
which
brand
I
new
think
for season
really
1.
work. The forearms, like they really
Yeah,
give
but even
Garmadon
that
his
was,
own
I
visual
don't know,
identity. I would say the
actually-
forearms.
Yeah, they were a very smart choice. As he just basically looked like
Yeah.
Samukai was taller than him, and Samukai. Is
Yeah,
supposed to be
Samukai doesn't
servant.
feel like servant.
But the original forearms look kind of. I much prefer the.
Yes,
ones that they did
totally.
for
And
the
it's annoying
movie.
that Legacy still use the less good ones. But, so's the way, I suppose. But yeah, if Garmadon comes back, I'm sure they'll use the movie arms again.
Yeah, if he can.
Vengebound!
Vengebound.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So pilots are a very good I would say part of Ninjago. But one thing that's very interesting and I wanna touch on is, of course, it was made to sell toys. So let's talk a little bit about the sets that they produced for the pilots.
I wasn't a fan back then. Looking back, they were very, very simplistic, I would say, compared to what we get now. But they were good. I like the pilot sets. They were
I think
really,
for
really good builds, yeah.
they were really, really good builds. But obviously now after 10 years, we have
Like
so
the
many
legacy
new
pilot
pieces
sets.
and,
Let's
so
like
much
talking
more
about those
technique.
for a second. The legacy ones, because I have those. The dragon, Kai's dragon is what an absolute beast of a set that came out this year.
Best
It's
set
one
the
of
year.
them. I think my favorite set of the year still is not including like UCS or whatever. The Zane's Titan mech is, but I really love that dragon. I love
Zane's
the
Titan mech is amazing.
cloth wings.
Yeah, that dragon, and of
the
course
head mold.
for pilots,
E-
for the pilots as well with legacy sets.
what a
Monastery,
fantastic
another
set.
amazing set. Might be my
It's-
favorite Ninjago.
Yeah,
set.
it's certainly up there. Oh
That is
yeah,
in
the
the
movie
movie,
sets
of
just
course.
completely different world, aren't they? Yeah, for the show, it's up there for me. It might not be my favorite, but it could be. I don't know. I do have a soft spot for some other ones for the show, but that's a discussion for another time. But yeah, I really like the pilot sets.
One really amazing set that I think really holds up. One set that really holds up. I think,
Yes.
is Fire Temple.
Yeah,
From the pilots. As that temple built like is even better what we get nowadays. It is so much interior for some reason. The
I
game
wish I
so much
got it at the
interior.
time, to be honest, because it's such a fantastic looking build. I love how you get the dragon like incorporated with it. It's super awesome. And sadly, the Legacy Fire Dragon being its own set makes chances of us getting a Fire Temple like slim.
But yeah, one thing though, with Fire Temple though, I really want to see in a Legacy remake is the roofs be a bit different. Like if they do the same roof design that they did for the monastery, that might be the best Lego
And
Ninjago set. If they
you
use the
just
roofs that they
know
used on the
they will
monastery,
put in.
as
You
the
just know
original
they'll
roofs
put
are
in
just
Legacy Wonkai.
ridiculous.
So
It's the Fire
they
Temple.
should
It
include
makes absolute
just
sense
like
for them
they
to
should
put
include
in.
at least 4 Legacy Wonkais just so you can really army build. With,
Or
like,
with
and then like a good like 2 Sensei Woos because you don't have many of them, do you? But it'd be cool.
and then maybe, just
Yeah,
maybe, Legacy
or an
Wonka.
would be cool if we got like an exclusive. This should be this is like a different topic entirely, but I think a Legacy Pilots near really needs to happen sooner rather than later. Um,
I don't think they
Sadly,
will ever do her.
because
Because they'll
yeah,
just
which
use
is
Legacy 1, you know.
yeah sad because I would really like some more accurate Legacy figures, but that's never gonna happen, is it?
No. But speaking of the pilot sets, I think it's a good time to touch on
Yeah,
upon the
classic
spinners.
OG spinners, they are awesome.
Oh, yeah, I really love them, especially because they had like usually most of them had like figures from expensive
Yes,
sets that you
yeah.
could get so cheaply. Like all the DX suits
Man, I
were
wish, I
insane.
wish I have, I wish I had the DX suits so bad.
Oh, yeah, and you got all these like Garmadon wasn't a
And the
spinner.
spinner
Ooh, all these
gimmick, obviously, they look better now. They look so much better now, modern spinners. But there's something very cool about the classic spinners.
But yeah, they were really cool, and of course they also came with trading cards, which were
Yeah, I would
really
like.
nice. I never played the game with
No,
the. I actually never played the proper spinner games. I just
yeah.
spin them.
I got
That
some
was
spinners,
really more
but
fun.
like not intentionally. Like I didn't get them at the time, but I got them like subsequently because. But there's one at school that this kid gave me once. I think I traded it for something. I can't remember now, but I had like a serpentine spinner. That was cool. That was fun to use. I really like how the classic spinners work, but I also got a spinner from I think it was Bone's Eye or something because I saw it like the set sealed in a bookstore for like £5 in 2016, so I immediately jumped on it. And yeah, those things are super fun to play with. Really relaxing, really cool. I like the fact you can customize the spinners. They've never really been able to recreate that, sadly. But yeah, they're really cool.
They tried to do that
Legacy
with
one.
Legacy One, but
It just didn't
really
have the
didn't
same
work.
effect because you had to be clip attachments. It just wasn't as good. But and then they just gave up and they made them look show accurate,
Exactly.
which I do like. I love the new spinners that we have now. They look amazing for like looking like Spinjitzu.
Yeah, the Spinjitzu pieces. I
Yeah,
have
you
them
ordered them
all,
on bricks and pieces
which
before
I'm
they
very
phased
happy
them
about,
out.
and they just
Yeah, they are
amazing.
really.
Yeah, I was so lucky. Like, it was this April, and they still had like pieces from the Forbidden Spinjitzu system. And I was like, okay, I'm buying all the spinners immediately. Uh, yeah, but they look so good. I think Nia must be my favorite one. That's the blue and the gray.
Really well.
Just works so well together.
But yeah, back onto the pilots. They also did a lot of like
Back on the pilots.
supplementary stuff at the time, didn't they? Like which I know you wanted to talk about on this, which were like some things like some of the books and stuff.
Oh yeah, this is something that I want to talk about. It's basically what they did for the pilots is they didn't really know, if it was going to work out, and the Hageman brothers, of course, wrote more they made the 40-minute special, but they of course had ideas for what could potentially come with season 1 and stuff. So basically, they had these like books for each of the ninjas, and I don't think they're
Sadly.
canon anymore,
Yeah.
or if they ever were. I really doubt it. But I basically, it really had a lot of lore on the world, and each ninja got them, so we could like really learn a lot about each ninja, and what they're like, and they had really, like, they talk about all these missions that the ninja went after the pilots, or like it really it really made the pilots feel like something far more larger than it was. Like you thought that it was an entire. Basically, these books made the pilots an entire season, as they had all these stories. Well, when in reality, when you watch them, it's
Yeah.
40-minute special. So I really like that aspect of the pilots, that they just produce so much other
No,
content, which they
sadly.
don't really do anymore today, because now they have full seasons. But
We are
it was
getting a
really,
bit
really
more in the
awesome.
book world, however, with the Spinjitzu Brothers that are coming out in like a week, I think. No,
But
no,
it's
they
not
are canon,
canon,
the
is it?
Spinjitzu
Or
Brothers. Tommy said that they're supposed to be considered to be canon, which means I'll have to buy them.
because last canon book, I think, was the this Black Spinjitzu book, which came out like when
Oh, okay.
sometime in
Yeah, probably.
2019, after Hunted.
Yeah.
I bought it. It is canon, as it has like the Forbidden
Yeah,
Spinjitzu stuff, and it appears in
that's
the show
cool.
actually.
What else is a
That's really
canon
cool.
book? They did Dark Island trilogy. They're supposed to be canon, aren't they?
Yeah, they are canon. They're
Yeah.
really
So
cool comics.
I think Lego should lean back into the expanding how to tell Ninjago stories, because I wish they would just stick with the magazine. I wish they were canon, but they aren't. They just retell the show, or if they don't, they have something that directly contradicts the show. I really want like more supplementary content that's canon to the show.
I think though, the Lily comic from one of the magazines is canon,
Yes,
or at least you can very easily
I
consider
like
it
it. I
as
like it
canon.
when they're able to keep it vague enough so it could be canon, but sometimes that can't happen. Although I remember back in 2015 when I was reading the Ninjago magazine, when I read the magazine before I watched the show, so I didn't know what was what really. Because I got some of the Ninjago sets and some of the magazines and stuff. I never really watched the show, so I knew all my lore was from the magazines, right? And then eventually I actually watched the show because I caught one of the episodes once for tournament Ninja Roll. So I then watched the rest of the tournament and I loved it and fell over the show, etc., etc. But it really shows that things like the supplementary material, like books and magazines and stuff, actually can be really useful into introducing kids into the theme.
Yeah, and also not only that, it of course introduces new fans, but as well for the fans that really like this world and these characters. It has more information. It's basically like the Star Wars books. The Star Wars world is so big. You have all these story possibilities as well. Ninjago's world isn't as big
No.
as Star Wars, of course. I think it's still big enough that they can create all these very
Mm-hmm.
nice stories in between seasons, which I just really wish they
I
did, as
think
they did for the pilots. It was
I
just
think
something
I
really, really
had
cool.
some of the those books. I think I had the Kai and Zane one. I can't remember a single thing from them.
I think I even have one in my room. I actually have to check. So uh, let's see if I have one in my room.
Also, while you check for that, I'll quickly talk about the. They did some comics as well, which I read. Like it's supplementary comics, which were awesome. They did them up to rebooted, I think, because there's the Phantom Ninjas, the rebooted one, which is really iconic now. But yeah, they did stuff like there's one with like an evil like clone version of Sensei Wu, I think.
But the Phantom Ninja.
No,
but the
I'm not
Phantom
saying they're
Ninja isn't
canon, but they did do
or
these
is it
comics for
canon?
the pilots as well. Phantom Ninja, I think, is rebooted, but they did do some. There was one like there was like an evil Sensei Wu, and some other ones as well. I read those and I really liked them when I was younger. Sadly, not canon, but they wouldn't fit anyway. But yeah, things like supplementary material, I like that for Ninjago, and I'm really hoping that we get more of it in the coming years, because, you know, although we have more content in the show than we did for like the pilots era and stuff, so, you know, it's not the end of the world.
So I checked, and sadly, I don't have that book in my room, any of them. Yeah, so that's a bummer, but yeah, as you said just a second ago, now of course we have seasons, so that's why we probably don't get as much content. That's why we don't get any more like books that are canon and stuff. But it is really sad. I hope they return to that in a couple of seasons.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be very nice. As for fans that are interested in the show, you know, it's very cool, and of course kids will want to get those.
They also also, when it comes to the pilots, we asked you our Twitter following. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
So we got a few responses. As of the time of recording, I got 20 comments. I'm not reading them all. But yeah, we've got. No,
we'll
I'm not.
Read them all actually. So the first one here. No, we'll do once you read once.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, so the first comment is from our good friend, the land bounty loving Jace, who says, "Not perfect, but not bad. They were a great start to Ninjago and the world, and they did a good job at getting people introduced into it."
Yeah,
I definitely agree on that one.
Then we have Yo at Spinjitsukai, who said that I really enjoyed them. Even today, I still do. One of the most underrated pieces of Ninjago media.
Yeah, I agree. The pilots are very underrated. So our second comment is from Clacker, and he says, "They are what the Ninjago movie should have been."
Yeah, I think if the film took a more pilot-type approach, it could have been better, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. But I still
I enjoyed the movie
do
as well.
like the movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it happened.
Then we got Emperor Ducky, good friend of mine actually. They hold up surprisingly well. They're still quite fun to watch, and it's really interesting going back to rewatch them, especially now that we've seen the Ninja grow and develop over 10 years. Also, Samukai. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Samukai myself, but yeah, I do think they hold up quite well. I do agree with the rest of that.
Yeah, they're not. I feel like they should be more talked about. And another comment here is from Rex. I remember seeing them when they came out and loved them. 10 years later, and I still love them. They were also the beginning of Ninjago, so they deserve to be appreciated. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. They do deserve appreciation, and they really hold up after 10 years, which is very surprising.
My good friend Kevin said a really, really great start for Ninjago. Does a wonderful job setting up the world, introducing the characters. Surprisingly hooks me into the story, and is easily able to get me to connect to the characters. Nothing bothers me besides the slightly dated animation or Wu voice scene. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. It gets a lot of credit from me for getting into Ninjago all the way back in 2011.
Yeah, got me as well in 2011.
I got into it with tournament, but yeah. How many more should we do?
Let's just keep going. You know, mostly they're short. Okay, so another one here is from Nadine has Jaya Payne. Okay, I actually love them. The animation got way better now, though. Yeah, I think that's fair. The animation did get way better.
Then we have this one didn't ask plus ratio. Also, they're great. Thanks for that. They didn't ratio me, by the way. They got one like. I got 23.
Yeah, what's up with that? Joybird. What's up with that, Joybird? How did you exactly ratio us?
I actually know that he listens to us, so he will
Maybe it's a wrong tweet.
he'll pick up on this. So thanks for that.
Good ratio.
Yeah, you
Went
got
very well.
1 like, and who liked it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, I don't
Did you
like
it only?
Um.
I'll like.
Oh, it just
but
changed on
you
my
gotta
screen.
like.
Yeah, you did
So
like it.
now we
Okay.
done.
I should base here and like some of these. Oh yeah, here's one. Best Ninjago content.
Are you sure about DD1? Are you sure
They
about
are-
this? I like your profile pic
th-
better.
I- They're
Are you sure?
they're fun. But no. In my humble opinion, they're not the best.
Yeah, I mean, do they look like Tournament of Elements, Skybound, Sog, Seabound, any of these seasons? They don't.
Anyway, I would read out Frosty's comment, but because it's Frosty, I'm going to ignore him.
He just said.
No, don't read out Frosty's comment. Okay, he's gonna listen to this. He's gonna get so mad at me.
Okay, Frosty, I actually read your comment, but Tim held a gun to my face and said edit it out.
He's gonna find that hilarious.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay, Glacier, need more Ninjago content. That's a long name, but okay. I like it. They managed to give us a good idea of what the show was going to be like. Definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. And the other, we have a few more. Sorry if we didn't read out, but they're like, for example, they're a golden start, very good. I love them.
I love them, have some favorite lines, etc. Here's an interesting one. Amazing start to the series, should have ended after season 2.
Philip.
I think that radiates not having watched any of the seasons past season 2. Or maybe.
Oh wait, or maybe he's like, he after the.
Oh no! He has. Prequels are fire. New Ninjago sucks. #restore the Snyderverse. MCU is overrated. I disagree with every single one of those. Every single one I definitely object to. That is hilarious. We're not compatible. But yeah, that's I think.
Yeah, Philip.
That's a good note to end on, to be honest.
DJ Zan 73.
Sorry if we didn't read yours. We tried to read most of them. Oh my word, we've been recording for 30 minutes.
I think we got all of them.
Real Minipod in
it. All in all, as we kept saying, pilots, very good, very fun.
Yeah, very fun.
And we'll catch you next Wednesday
with season 1, Rise of the Snakes, the best rots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.